Welcome you to the start of the 2008 racing season. I'm Dow Carnahan, glad to be back with you. I'm glad you could be here for the opener. Last year, I don't think we opened until like the third week of April, so we're ahead of schedule here in 2008. A lot of racing to come on the season. We're about ready to get started. We ask that you please rise for our opening ceremonies. Gentlemen, if you could remove your caps. Before we have our national anthem sung tonight by Kristen Love, we want to pause in a moment of silence to remember one of the all-time greats in late model racing in western Pennsylvania and Ohio, Jim Bickerstaff. Many of you who remember the Heidelberg Raceway, the predecessor here at Pittsburgh's Pennsylvania Motor Speedway, Jim was a PRA Pittsburgh Racing Association champion. He was one of the top-notch drivers on the asphalt, but also did compete here driving for Juke, Georgia, I'm told, back in the early 80s, shortly after this Speedway opened. Jim recently passed away, and tonight we ask for a moment of silence in his memory and also for Charles Hutchko, the father of two of our amateur stock drivers, Brian and Michael, who recently passed away as well. We thank you. And now again, to lead us in the singing of our national anthem, Kristen Love.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
One C of Lynn Geisler. No one has more late model wins here than Lynn. Stevie Baker off a great year a season ago in the 0, and Tim Gold in the 94, and the races are going. The green is out. Dave Way to the lead, but Red Miley on the inside making quick tracks toward the front. They're side by side down the backstretch, and Miley will take the advantage going into 3. Jimmy Lepro now to 3rd. Geisler through the middle of the 4th turn. Trying to squeeze in there. It's Burgoon 3rd. Lepro 4th and Geisler 5th into 1. Well, I'll tell you what, he can run her from guardrail to guardrail tonight. It's Miley in front, Wade 2nd, Burgoon 3rd, Geisler 4th, Lepro 5th. Baker trying to charge up through the field in the 0. Two laps down, 8 to go. The West Virginia rim rider to the low side of Jimmy Lepro moves into 5th. Geisler is 4th. Burgoon is 3rd. Wade is 2nd. And Jared Miley is out in front. We got a spin in turn 2. Tim Gold in car 94. The Pizza Hut late models coming off at turn number 4. And the green is out. Burgoon to the inside of Wade. Geisler right there as well as they head down the back straightaway. 3 wide for 6th for a minute. It's Miley out in front. Wade second. Burgoon now Geisler to the outside of Brandon will make the pass for 3rd and try to duck under Wade for 2nd at the same time. Lynn Geisler, the Cochran Automotive 1C, moves into 2nd. Wade drops to 3rd. Burgoon is 4th. Baker still 5th. And Tim Gold has spun again in turns 1 and 2. And that is it for him. 2 cautions in a heat race and you are done for the event. Green is out. Oh, Miley pushes up a bit into turn 2, but he's still on the gas. Baker gets a run on the low side. He challenges Geisler for 3rd. Burgoon slips back to 5th. Baker now climbing the ladder in turn 4 as Geisler closes back on Wade for 2nd. Lynn able to pull alongside the rear quarter panel of Wade and now gets the forward bite down the back chute to make the pass, or does he, in for 2nd into 3. He'll make the clean pass in turn 4. Geisler to 2nd, Wade 3rd, Baker 4th, Burgoon is 5th. We are halfway. 5 down, 5 to go. Brandon Burgoon to the inside of Baker. And both of them closing on Wade. Things tightening up for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. 3 laps to go for the Calusi Chevy H1 of Jared Miley. Steve Baker puts his nose ahead of Dave Wade for 3rd down the back chute. Wade holds him off. 2 to go. Baker and Wade continue to go around the track side by side. Baker wins the battle going in. Wade's got the upper hand coming off. Good clean racing so far for 3rd. 1 lap to go for Jared Miley. Geisler 2nd. It's still Wade or no. Baker edges ahead now for 3rd into 1. Baker able to make the pass for 3rd. Wade's not giving up though down the back chute. Jared Miley will pick up the win in the Calusi Chevy H1. The Cochran Automotive 1C of Lynn Geisler 2nd. The Bland Towing Richard Construction 0. Steve Baker 3rd, and Burgoon will slip the Three Rivers Scrap Iron 17 into 4th with the Yuengling 76 of Dave Wade 5th. Ben Miley and Greg Satterley bring the field off at turn number 4. The green is out. Barber to the inside, moves into 2nd. Miley leads. Satterley is 3rd. Steffens 4th. Larry Marks and Michael Davis battle for 5th. Davis down on the rail trying to get under Steffens. It's Miley in front. Barber is 2nd. Satterley 3rd. Steffens 4th. Marks, Davis, and Rodriguez. The Mileys. The H1 of Jared was fast in the first heat, and Uncle Ben doesn't look too shabby himself right now, rolling through the 3 and 4 down the front stretch, 2 laps in. Keith Rodriguez now to the inside of Michael Davis, and he'll move up into 6th. Barber is still 2nd, Satterley 3rd, Steffens 4th. Ben was one of the fastest cars in practice last Saturday. It shows here today. Be fast here at Pittsburgh, you got to be fast through the turns, and if you watch that 99 car, it is straight as an arrow coming through the turn. And coming off. Pizza Hut late models halfway through their second heat race on the back straightaway. Michael Davis into the pits. Michael Hot Rod Davis pitting in the 7M. Not nearly as much passing in this one as the first one. The better cars starting up toward the front, and there they have stayed. Ben Miley, Keith Barbara, Greg Satterley, Jim Steffens, Larry Marks, Keith Rodriguez, way ahead of the others. 2 laps remaining, 2 to go. White flag for Miley. Barbara second. Satterley, Steffens, Marks, and Rodriguez. Closes on the back of Kerry Gasser. Ben Miley brings the Kalushi Chevy Miley BP 99 to the checkered flag. For the Pizza Hut late models, Keith Barbara second, Greg Satterley third, Jimmy Steffens fourth, Larry Marks fifth, and Keith Rodriguez sixth. So it's a Miley sweep. So Daryl Charlier runs a close fourth. Josh Holtgravers, 00. The D&T Auto Body, Westview Motors entry is fifth. Terry Kerr running sixth to the 39. Charlier on the outside in the 12 car. Moving around the Brian Hank 28 for third. Holtgraver fifth, and Terry Kerr and Dusty Curry. Mark Moats Jr. continues to lead. Castlevetter 27C with Russ Colasar at the controls trying to run him down. Halfway. 4 laps down and 4 to go. 8-lap heat races for the Brockers Machine Shop crate late models. Colasar trying to close in, but Mark Moats Jr. has been steady smooth. Colasar able to start making up some ground, though. He's got the momentum on the outside, and look at him gain all of a sudden. Off of 4, we got ourselves a dog race now, 2 to go. Dusty Curry's about to get his initiation into the crate late model class right now. And they're going to make Dusty the meat of his sandwich, but hey, everybody does a good job through 3 and 4, and Colasar will take the lead as they lap the 8 of Dusty Curry. But Dusty, really, when you think about the transition from Young Guns to crate late models, he's out there going around the track smooth as can be, and that's good. He just needs lap time. Coming for the checkered flag. Colasar wins it. Moat second. Charlier third. Holkraver fourth, and Bryant Hank fifth in the Bachman Trucking 28. Green is out. Wes Wheeler off the pace in the 0-2. Mike Pager Jr. out in front of the Cochran Automotive 1C. Pete Laurie is second. Daniel Angelicchio third. Darrell Dow fourth, and Scott Schemp fifth. Pager continues to show the way. Schemp slows for a minute there in the 75, gathers it back up. It's Pager in front, Laurie is second, Angelicchio third. You know, Mike is running a 602 crate engine, as is Angelicchio in the 14. Not sure on Pete. He had been running an economy motor. He's got a crate motor under the hood this year or not. I'll have to check on that. Darrell Dow in the 5J is fourth. Scott Schemp off the pace in the 75 and heading into the pits. Halfway, 4 to go. Daniel Angelicchio trying to take second away from Pittsburgh Pete. The battle for second continues. Angelicchio, a car length now ahead of Laurie, but Pittsburgh Pete gathers him back up on the back chute. Darrell Dow in the 5J is fourth. Justin Lamb in the 93X is fifth. It's Mike Pager Jr.'s maiden voyage in the Cochran Automotive 1C, looking good thus far. Half a straightaway ahead of Laurie and Angelicchio. Angelicchio now falls back a couple of car lengths on Pittsburgh Pete. Tries to get another run here through 3 and 4. He's closing in again. 1 lap to go. I would say Laurie is running an economy motor. He's got a little more giddy up and go down the straightaways, and Angelicchio seems to be much quicker the 2 through the turns. Darrell Dow running fourth, and Justin Lamb looks like he'll get a top 5 on his first run in the 93X. Out of Wexford, Mike Pager Jr. takes the checkered flag in the Cochran Automotive 1C. Laurie wins that race for second with Angelicchio third. Darrell Dow's 5J fourth, and Justin Lamb in the Moon Township Ford 93X gets a top 5 in his first run. What's it say? 8, 9. We only had 2 heats, it's 8. Thank you. You know what you just did? That means the crate late model feature will have an invert 8 start. All because of you, okay? Thank you. Invert 8 for the crate lates. Caution out for Jimmy Plants in the 4J. Green is out. Bruce Drystad of the 18 leads. J.E. Stalter in the 17. J.E. is second. Bruce Takeosh in the 65 is third. Tom Martinek in the 65 fourth. Drystad leads by just a car length over Stalter. In turns 1 and 2, the Martins Ferry Madman, J.E. Stalter, putting the heat on Bruce Drystad down the back chute. Takeosh is third, Martinek fourth, Kennedy fifth, and then 3 wide behind Chuck Kennedy. Off of 4, who's going to lead? It's going to be Stalter. Kevin Miller in the 4M trying to charge up through the field. He gets around the 12 of Daryl Charlier, now trying to close on Chuck Kennedy for 5th. Meantime, Charlier comes battling back on the outside in the 12. Takeosh in the 65 down low. Trying to close bid on Bruce Drystad for 2nd. We're halfway. 4 down and 4 to go. 4 laps down and 4 to go. J.E. Stalter, the Martins Ferry madman, stretching the advantage. The race right now is a good one between Chuck Kennedy, Kevin Miller, and Daryl Charlier for 5th. They're going at it now in 1 and 2. Miller down on the low side, able to duck into the 5th spot. Here comes Kennedy back on the high side, and Charlier is right there with him as well in the 12. Takeosh, meantime, continues to close on Drystad for 2nd. 2 laps to go, 2 to go. J.E. Stalter by a straightaway. 1 lap remaining, 1 to go. Kevin Miller's left Chuck Kennedy behind, now trying to run on Tom Martinek for 4th, but the checkered flag is out. J.E. Stalter, the Martins Ferry Man, gets your win in the 17 J.E. Bruce Drystad 2nd, Bruce Takeosh 3rd, Tom Martinek 4th, Kevin Miller is 5th, then Chuck Kennedy, Daryl Charlier, Danny Nakutis, and Jimmy Plans. Green is out. Joe Anthony with a problem in the 69X. Meantime, Bill Robertson is your leader. Bobby Schwartzmiller, who was the Sportsman of the Year here at Pennsylvania Motor Speedway last season, moves into 2nd. Robert Betts is 3rd, then Waddellette, Anthony, and Petrowski. Robert Betts trying to close on Bob Schwartzmiller for 2nd. Meantime, Joe Anthony is right on the heels of Mitch Waddellette for 4th, and out in front it is Bill Robertson's 1B. Off of turn 2, it's Joe Anthony in the 69X challenging Mitch Waddellette for 4th. Halfway this time, 4 laps to go, 4 to go. Coming for the white flag. This will be it. Bill Robertson. 2 laps to go. Schwartzmiller's second, Betts third, Waddle is fourth. And then Eric Petrowski fifth. Out of Upper St. Clair, Bill Robertson picking up the Pure Stock first heat race. Schwartzmiller second, Betts third, and Waddle is fourth. Final heat race for the Pure Stocks with Nick Kachuba in the 10, Mark Perry in the 17. Jake the Snake Simmons in the 68X, Mark Jaworski in the 46, Adam Kostelnik in the 50. Fresh off the asphalt, the 17 of Mark Perry, and Jason Fosnot, a hard charger in the 19. Also out there in the 4 car is Dave Slade from Bethel Park. Fosnot from Creighton moving up into 4th. Jake the Snake Simmons putting the heat on Nick Kachuba for the lead down the back straightaway. Close racing for third as well. Jaworski in the 46 and Fosnot in the J19. Jaworski slides up. Fosnot trying to slide down. Same for Simmons and Kachuba into turn number 1. Jake Simmons by half a car length over Nick Kachuba into turn 3. Fosnot now third. Halfway, Jake the Snake Simmons leads them off into turn number 1. As you said, Adam Kostelnik been a real strong run on the asphalt, a champion up at Motordrome Speedway, but is also putting a dirt car together to run here. This is one of another member of his Adam in the 50, one of his pit crew members will be driving this car, I'm told. He told me, and he'll have another car waiting for the motor for that car. He's also quite the shoe in the E-mods on the asphalt. But out in front, it's Jake Simmons. Kachuba second, Jason Fosnot in the J19 is third, Mark Jaworski's 46 fourth. Mark Perry in the 17 fifth. One lap to go. This is it, the final lap of the final heat race for the Pure Stocks. Amateur stock preliminaries next, and then our Young Gun feature event. Checkered flag for Jake the Snake Simmons. Nick Kachuba second. Jason Fosnot third. Mark Jaworski in the 46 comes home fourth. Mark Perry 17 is fifth. As we get set for the amateur stocks, the old Allegheny Shop amateur stocks. Tony White got his first career win here last year. Eric Goldberg has had many in the 714. Green is out. And the old Allegheny Shop amateur stocks are going to go 4 wide, or try to anyway, into turn number 1. Goldberg didn't go well at the beginning, but he certainly is going well now. Eric is your leader. Robbie Torrance quickly to second. Kurt Bish is third. Then Tony White and Darren Ferguson. These are 6-lap heats. Goldberg, your leader. Torrance and Bish, second and third. Kurt Bish. Was the rookie of the year last year in the amateur stocks in the 00 car. Darren Ferguson fourth. Tony White is running fifth. Two laps remaining this time around. 2 laps to go for Eric Goldberg. Car looks good, yeah. Eric with a couple of wins last year. One lap to go, one to go. Eric Goldberg's going to win the first heat race of the year for the Old Allegheny Shop Amateur Stocks. Torrance second. Kurt Bish third. Darren Ferguson fourth. And Tony White fifth. Green is out. Oh, we got problems. Dan Duscheid. Caution is out. Caution is out. See, that'll be our first Sunday show of the year. Butch Lewandowski takes off with the green. Saturday night will be our regular weeknight of racing, but there are a couple of Sunday shows this year. Almost a handful of them, really. We've got one in May, and then one in late June, in July, in August, and also in September, before the Pittsburgh, of course, which will be on a Saturday again this year. The Pittsburgh will be on a Saturday with Sunday as a rain date. That's not until the very end of the season, third week of September. On the racetrack, our Old Allegheny Shop Amateur Stocks, Butch Lewandowski out of Finleyville in the Skeets Auto 59. Brian Hutchko in the 62nd. J.J. Opachin is third. 45. Michael Hutchko running next. And then the 17-year-old newcomer, Dan Duscheid. First Young Gun feature of the season ready to go next. Checkered flag for Butch Lewandowski. Brian Hutchko, Michael Hutchko, J.J. O'Patchen, and Dan Duscheid chase him to the finish. 8-lap feature event, the first of the season for the Young Guns. Green is out. Todd Janis in the 88 from the front takes the lead. Michael Reft is second. Alec Broniszewski in the 08 moving into third. Sean Graham in the 77 is fourth. Janis and Reft, Broniszewski and Graham. Justin Pons in the 33 running fifth. Tyler Fox in the 39 sixth. Then it's Daniel White in the 55. Hannah Ramsey the 14. And Courtney Atkinson in the 5. Folks, these are just teenagers out there. They're doing a great job, aren't they? Most of them, the majority of them, all but one of them aren't even old enough to drive on the highway. Todd Janis, your leader, but they're ganging up. The field is tightening here toward the front. Janis, Reft, Broniszewski, Graham, and Pons all running together. Michael Reft tries the inside, and Todd Janis off at 2 for the lead. Michael Reft will take the lead into turn 3. Michael Reft got hot toward the end of last season. Now he's in front here at the halfway mark. 4 down and 4 to go. Sean Graham trying to move by Todd Janis for second. Janis steals second, then it's Graham, Broniszewski, and Pons. Sean Graham in the 77. Oh, look out, Pons in the 33. Close call with Broniszewski in the 08. 3 laps to go. Pons for the first time here. Whoa, he got into that turn too hard and drills the 77 of Sean Graham. Green stays out. Green stays out. That spread the field quite a bit. Michael Reft in front now. Alec Broniszewski second. Then it's Todd Janis in the 88. Pons in the 33. Tyler Fox, Sean Graham got the short end of that straw. Michael Reft ended up with 4 wins last year. He's got a lap to go to his first checkered flag of 2008 and the first feature win of 2008 here at Dirt's Monster Half Mile. Actually, it's now referred to as Dirt's Monster Super Speedway. And Michael Reft will bring the 9R off of turn 4 and pick up the first feature win. Alec Broniszewski, career best, I believe, second. Pons gets third. Janis fourth. Tyler Fox fifth. Michael, congratulations. You finished last year strong, and it looks like you're going to start off this year the same way.
Yeah, it feels good to be back.
That was a heck of a race you had going for a long time with Todd.
Yeah.
What helped you get by? What made you make the move?
Just he's pushing up a little bit, so I went and ducked underneath him.
Is this the same car you ran last year?
Yeah.
Talk loud now. Don't be shy. You know, you're a fast driver. You got to talk loud.
All right.
Same car, same crew,
Yeah.
same driver,
Yep.
same results.
Yep.
People you want to thank.
John Voniotis Service, Bobby's Lounge, Life Force Chiropractic, Stewart Equipment Service, my dad and my uncle for being in the crew, and Chris Pfeiffer at Unique Designs.
Now, I heard, too, that you got a bigger toy than this. Is that true?
Yeah, crate late model.
You're getting a crate late model soon?
Yeah, we just need to get the seat put in, and we'll be out here practicing it.
All right, good luck. Michael Reft, your winner in the 9R. Behind the wheel of a late model, he and Brandon Burgoon bring the field to life. Your Pizza Hut late model first feature event of 2008 is underway. 25 laps. It is Steffens in front, Burgoon second, Baker on the move on the outside in the 0. Barber is fourth, Geisler moves to fifth. Geisler to fourth. Steffens leading, Baker on the outside in the Richard construction. Bill Bland 0 trying to challenge for the lead. The Colbert's collision, Ola Tower View 38, and here comes the West Virginia Rim Rider. He's got momentum on the outside of the racetrack. Side by side into turn 1. Baker takes the lead off at turn 2. Burgoon is third. Geisler fourth. Keith Barber a fifth. Ben Miley sixth. Jared Miley seventh. Satterley is eighth. Wade is ninth. Rodriguez is 10th. Baker up high off of 4. It's where he likes to be sometimes, the West Virginia Rim Rider. Completing lap number 4, it's Baker out in front. Spin in turn 2. Several cars going around. We got Ben Miley in the 99. 17M Larry Marks and the 6 of Jim Lepper are the 3 that I can see. Ben Miley in the Calusi Chevy 99, the 6 of Jim Lepro, the 17 of Larry Marks. 4 laps are down. Any lap cars get plussed on. At a caution, green is out. 17s with some heavy contact on the restart. Barber and Burgoon. Battle is on down the back chute. It's Baker in front. Geisler moves to second. Steffens third now. Barber to the inside of Steffens. Miley to the inside of Barber for fourth. Baker out in front, Geisler second, Steffens third, Barber fourth, Miley fifth. Satterley is sixth, Rodriguez, the captain, to seventh, Mussolino is eighth, and Davis and Wade battle for ninth and 10th. Jared Miley to the inside of Keith Barbara. The race for fourth off at turn 2 down the back straightaway. Into 3, they're still side by side. Jim Steffens is third, ahead of them. Baker leads, Geisler trying to close the gap, 7 down. Miley will be scored in fourth now. Barber is fifth. Baker and Geisler continue to show the way. Tony Mussolino to the inside of Keith Rodriguez. Mussolino trying to pedal forward. And Miley spins again in turn 2. Ben Miley, same spot. Everybody gets by. Ben Miley in the 99 for the second time goes around over in turn number 2. 7 laps are down and 18 remaining. Spec motor from Bob Williams, who used to run the number 8 car. Looking strong here so far tonight. Green is back out. Jared Miley trying to take third away from Steffens as they race down the back straightaway. It's Baker in front, Geisler second, Miley now into third after starting 8th. Off of 4. Steffens fourth, Barbara fifth, Satterley sixth. Michael Davis started this race way in the back. He's up to 7th now. Hot Rod Davis is on the move. He started way in the back of the 7N. Dropped out of his heat race. Geisler to the inside of Baker off of 4. Things are tightening up into 1. Miley brakes. Jared Miley with problems. The Calusi Chevy H1. Caution is out. Caution is out. He's got a flat tire or what? Something broke in the rear of the car. You can see it sitting down. Doesn't look like the tire's flat. At least the left rear. Ooh, things are crowded as they come off of 4. The green is back out. Barbara bonsais it in on the low side into 1 and 2. Geisler on the outside gets back around him for second. Steffens 4th. Greg Satterley. This is only about the second time he's been here. He's getting a hold of this racetrack better and better with every lap. He's climbed back up into 5th now. Here comes Wade, Rodriguez, Davis, Mussolino, and Burgoon. So you're going to love the side-by-side racing out there tonight. Back in the middle of that pack as they head down the back straightaway into 3. Meantime, Baker goes high, and here comes Geisler off the bottom of 4. Jared Miley back onto the racetrack in the H1. Off at 2, it's Baker by just a car length. Geisler nipping at his heels. Barbara 3rd. Steffens 4th. Satterley 5th. Wade is 6th. We're almost halfway. Down the back straightaway, Geisler able to draw alongside the left rear quarter panel of Baker into 3. 2 veterans going at it tooth and nail off of 4. Kerry Gasser slows. Lynn Geisler's got the lead in the Cochran Automotive 1C. Right at the halfway mark. Baker's second now. Steve's car getting higher and higher, close to the wall off of turn 2. Keith Barbara 3rd. Jim Steffens 4th. Greg Satterley is 5th. Dave Wade 6th. Lynn now opening up some daylight. Looking for his 67th career win here at Pittsburgh. Baker 2nd, Barbara 3rd, Steffens 4th, Satterley 5th, Wade is 6th, Burgoon is 7th. Rodriguez 8th, Mussolino 9th, and Ben Miley is back up to 10th in the Calusi Chevy 99. Lap traffic, Geisler down the front straightaway. Oh, he has a decision to make. He had to squirm to the left to avoid the 697 of Dave Johnson, putting 2 lap cars between himself and Baker. And now Baker will split the middle into 3. Does the West Virginia Rim Rider have anything left to try to track down Geisler here in the late stages? Pretty clear racetrack now for Lynn. The car ahead of him is Jared Miley, and he, of course, is running as fast as the leaders, so nothing really to slow down Geisler. Michael Davis, who had come forward in such a hurry earlier in the race, has now dropped back outside the top 10 in the 7M. Brandon Burgoon to the inside, Dave Wade to the outside. A battle here just outside the top 5 as they try to close on the 5th place car of Greg Satterley. Five laps to go. 5 to go. Cochran Automotive, Tri-State Hose and Supply, Marshall Stamping, Belia Oil, Groff Tractor and Equipment, 1C of Lynn Geisler down the back straightaway with Steve Baker a half a straight behind. Geisler and Miley now have caught up to the back of the field. Lynn has caught up to Jared, so he does have some traffic to contend with here. And Baker is not that far behind. On a track like this, with the momentum, if you get out of the throttle for any little bit of time, things can change in a hurry. Keith Barber at third now. Steffens fourth. Brandon Burgoon charging back toward the front in the Three Rivers Scrap Iron 17. He has hit Barber's off the pace. Barber slows. Caution is out. It's not over yet, folks. It's not over yet. Keith Barber, we're told there's oil on the racetrack. He comes to a crawl in 1 and 2 now. He was running third. The Comcast Triangle Benefits, Patoka Trucking 17 of Keith Barber, former track champion. So third place has not been kind to a couple of drivers tonight. Red Miley was up in third when his misfortune struck, and now Keith Barber, who's running third, also has misfortune strike. Green is out. Geisler carries the mail into turn 1. Brandon Burgoon is up on the wheel. The young buck from McDonald moves back into second now. Steffens is third. Dave Wade, the plumbers come to life. He's to fourth. Satterley fifth. Then it's Miley and Rodriguez. Geisler leads. Burgoon second. Steffens third. Wade fourth. Satterley fifth. 3 laps to go. Well, Ben Miley, who's been around a couple of times over in turn 2, is now back up into 6 in the Calusi Chevy 99. Lynn Geisler 2 laps away from the first Pizza Hut Super Late Model feature checkered flag of 08. Good race going on for 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th between Satterley, Miley, Rodriguez, and Mussolino. 1 to go for Geisler. Pizza Hut Super Late Models. 2008, the season begins with Pennsylvania Motor Speedway's all-time leading winner, Lynn. Oh, no, caution is out. How about a nice hand, folks? Lynn Geisler, your first winner this season in the Pizza Hut Late Models. Congratulations.
Well, got shut out last year, but at least we start off right. It won't be a shutout. So
look good. The car looked good. You had a heck of a race. Once you and Stevie got to the front there, heck of a battle.
Yeah, it was. It was a good racing with Stevie, and it's always fun when you can race. I mean, hey, it's no fun just pulling away. And he gave me a good race. It was nice to get one done.
Anything much different on the car? It certainly was dialed in.
Same old stuff. Just actually came out with some new stuff and was kind of pitiful in hot laps, so went right back to the same old stuff. And seems to know its way around here pretty well. I'd like to thank, obviously, Pizza Hut for getting involved. It's nice to see some new people out here doing what they got to do. And hopefully a lot of people up there eating their stuff. And, it's always good for me with Cochran and all my sponsors as well. And it's just really nice to have this happen.
That's right. You didn't win here or Lernerville last year, so you're right. You were due to get that monkey off your back. Oh, Does this boost the confidence a little bit?
I don't know.
Not that you never doubted yourself.
But it sure is nice to get a win and get it over with.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Lynn Geisler, your winner in the Pizza Hut Late Models. Daryl Charlier in the 12, Josh Holgraver in the 00, racing for the lead here in the Brockers Machine Shop Great Late Model 20-lap feature event. Daniel Angelichio third, Mike Pegger Jr. in the 1C. Pegger now, Gloria and Castleman are all together for fourth into turn 1. Daryl Charlier, the Midway missile, out in front. He's got a problem, though, as he set the car in turn 3. It looked like I don't know if he got a rear tire flat or what. It looked like when he set the car that it bottomed out. Yes, the right rear is flat. Right rear is flat on the 12 of Daryl Charlier. The caution is out. Some guys have been very fast tonight, but fortunately, moved out of the legacy cars or cars into the crate late models last year, and he's got the lead right now, the DNC Auto Body. Westview Motors 00, but Russ Colasar goes quickly to the low side trying to take the lead in the Froggy FM ARL Trucking 27. But Holgraver trying to get back alongside, can't make it work down the back chute. Angelicchio now to the low side in the new Stanton Auto Body 14. Here comes Laurie and Teger off of 4. They're slipping and sliding. 4 laps in, 16 to go. Castelvetter in front, Holgraver second, Angelicchio third. Teger and Loria side by side for 4th and 5th. Then it's Mark Moats Jr., Bryant Hank, Terry Kerr, and Daryl Dow. 15 laps to go, 15 to go. Hager has separated himself from Loria in 4th. Oh, into the wall, Dusty Curry, I believe, in the 8 car. Caution on the Speedway for the 8 of Dusty Curry. Jason down below brought up a good point too earlier for Lynn Geisler. His son Travis, of course, is the engineer on the Penske number 12 NASCAR Sprint Series vehicle driven by Ryan Newman. So they won the first race of the year at the Daytona 500. And Lynn was fortunate enough to get into victory lane down at Daytona with his son to enjoy that. Part of the team, and now he wins the first race of the season here at Pittsburgh, or in Western Pennsylvania in 2008. Won once last year in the 27C, so did Angelicchio in the 14. Loria with a run on the outside tries and does get back around Teger for 4th. Sometimes it takes the crate motors a lap or 2 to get wound up. They don't quite have the horsepower of the economy motors. Colasar's got his wound up though. We're going to race for 2nd. Andrew Angelicchio now ahead of Josh Holgraver for 2nd into turn number 1. Angelicchio 2nd, Holgraver 3rd. Teger's back in 4th, and it's Loria and Bryant Hank. Closing in on the halfway mark. Russ Colasar by half a straightaway over Daniel Angelicchio. Josh Holgraver, Mike Teger Jr., Brian Hank now 5th, Laurie is 6th, Moats is 7th, Shemp is 8th, Kerr is 9th, Wheeler 10th, and it's Daryl Dow and Justin Lamb. With Colasar on the high side of the racetrack, and he's moving along. Nine laps to go, 9 to go. Daryl Charlier, who dropped out of the race with the lead earlier, is now coming back onto the racetrack in the number 12 car. He's several laps down, probably 9 or 10. car off the pace of the backstretch into turn 3 is the 75 of Scott Schemp. Scott Schemp at the 75. Problem over in turn 3 now. 7 laps to go. Last year's first feature win in this division went to Jason Ryder, who'll be running some late model races this year. Josh Holtgraver has a problem over in 2. He slips back into 4th and may lose that. Brian Hang to the inside of Holtgraver. Pager now 3rd. Angeliquio is still 2nd. We got something on the racetrack going into turn 3, it looks like. We got something laying on the racetrack in turn 3. Well, it's not there anymore. Russ Kolojar just run it over. 5 laps to go. Pager hounding at Angeliquio for 2nd. Hank is 4th, Holtgraver 5th, Moats 6th, then Lorien here. Well, Daryl Charlier is several laps down in the 12, so though he's passing cars, he's not gaining any positions right now. Laps to go. Russ Kolasar. Second place, Mike Pager Jr. and Daniel Angeliquio going at it hot and heavy down the back chute. Off of turn 4, Pager and Angeliquio wheel to wheel. 1 lap to go. It's Kolasar out in front, Angeliquio still 2nd, Pager is 3rd. Bryant Hank 4th, Josh Holtgraver 5th. The Froggy FM. ARL Trucking, Frontier Steel 27C of Russ Kolasar will win the first. Rocker, oh, Pager hits the wall in turn 4. If something broke on the 1C or not, Angeliquio 2nd. Bryant Hang 3rd, Holtgraver 4th, and Moats will be 5th. Mike Pager Jr. looked like something broke on the right front of that car in turn 4, and he bounced off the wall in his bid to challenge for the 2nd spot. I'm not surprised you're here. When I watched you practice last week, the car looked awfully good.
Yeah, Tony's, he had that car ready about a month ago, and he's worked on it every single night. I get in that car, and I literally have to turn the steering wheel 2 inches, and the thing just goes around. It is so perfect right now. It's just awesome to drive.
You're running a 602 crate. There's 604s, there's 602, there's economy motors. I mean, you're the least of the horsepower, but tonight you were the fastest.
Yeah, the guys last year always told me I needed to get off the bottom and start running the high side. And not to give too much away, but these things need to just be free in the corner. And it's, you get up near that wall, and if the thing's running right, you don't really even have to lift. You just got to stay in it.
Any concerns?
No, I just want to thank Mr. Castlevetter. Last year I forgot to do that. And like I said, Tony, and also Pizza Hut, thanks for coming on board this year. The additional money is greatly appreciated and also needed.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Russ Kolasar, folks, your winner in the Brockers Machine Shop Crate Late Models. Green is out. Nakutis goes high into 1, gets a piece of the wall in the middle of 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, it's Charlier, Kennedy, and Miller for the lead into 3. J.E. Staller, who started in the last row, is already to 4th, the Martinsbury Madman. And we got 2 cars hooked together. 65, Bruce Takeosh and the 4J of Jimmy Plants got their front wheels hooked together. The left front of Takeosh and the right front of Plants. Caution is on the racetrack. Green is out. The midway missile. Daryl Charlier's got the lead. Kevin Miller down on the low side. Charlier up against the wall where he likes to be. Tassine is now to third. 3 wide almost. No, Miller goes for the lead, and he's got it down on the inside of that Bob Pierce chassis. Kevin out of Weirton, West Virginia. Charlier still second. Tassine third. Kennedy is fourth. Takeosh fifth, and Bruce Drystad and Tom Martinek. Not a lot of the Miley RV Sales service E-mods tonight, but as usual, they're putting on a good race. Wayne Tassine trying the inside of the midway missile. Daryl Charlier and Bruce Takeosh in the 65 spins in the middle of 1 and 2. Caution out for Coleraine, Ohio's Bruce Takeosh in the 65 car. His second caution. You get 3 in a feature. Green is back out. J.E. Stalter coming back onto the racetrack. Oh, Wayne Tassine has got the lead down the backstretch. Tassine leads. Miller trying to get the lead back down the front chute. Charlier third, Kennedy fourth, Drystad fifth. Off at 2, it's still Wayne Tassine by car length down the back straightaway. Kevin Miller to his inside in turn 4. Looks like Miller's got the better car through 3 and 4, and Tassine through 1 and 2. I wouldn't want to have to make that decision right there. Side by side, a lot of distance between them. About dead even when they got to the flag stand. Charlier third, Kennedy fourth, Takeosh now up to fifth in the 65. Tassine still in front. He will lead this lap. Bruce Takeosh has moved his way to fourth and now trying to get third away from the midway missile, Daryl Charlier. He's had some misfortunes in this race, Bruce Takeosh, but he's staying at it. He's into the third spot over in turn 2. Caution is out. We got a spinner up in turn 2. That's the 48, excuse me, of Denny Nakutis. Needs 2 wins to tie Kugel, 3 to pass him for the all-time lead in feature wins in the E-mods here at the Monster Super Speedway. He's on the hammer again. Miller digging on the low side. Kevin likes the bottom of the racetrack. Daryl Charlier's usually up on the high side. That's where he's at. Kennedy and Tassine in the middle lane right now. Tassine in the fast lane as well as he leads. Oh, baby. Things tight off of 4 there between Stalter, Charlier, and Martinek. Stalter bound and determined to get back on the lead lap one way or the other. Nobody presses the gas pedal any harder than J.E. Stalter. The Martins Ferry Madman off the inside of 4. Still a lap down. Kennedy is your third place car. Charlier in the 12, Takeosh in the 65 are racing for 4th and 5th with Tom Martinek in the mix in the 65 car, the blue 65. Sassine up a little higher that time. 5 to go. Wayne running the high line right up against the wall. Kennedy has moved to the top shelf in the A1. Three laps to go, 3 to go. Two laps to go, 2 to go. One more time around. For career win number 68 in the E-Mods. This will be his 71st career win here. Wayne Tassine from Hubbard, Ohio. Miller second. Takeosh in the yellow 65 third. Chuck Kennedy's A1 fourth. Tom Martinek in the blue 65 fifth. Congratulations, late getting here first to the winner's circle.
Yeah, we didn't leave home till 6:45. Worked probably the last 3-4 nights till 12, 1 o'clock. Just my dad's been in Florida all winter, and we wanted to put a new body on the old car, and didn't even really start on it till like Tuesday night. Never pulled a motor out of the car, nothing from last year. It's basically just the way we ended up at that Pittsburgh weekend. So. Car worked good.
Oh, I knew it looked different, but I didn't know if it was the same underneath. But it's this is 68 wins now for this car.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
You get a nice return on your investment. That doesn't happen too often in this sport.
We bought a new chassis and talked about putting it together, and there's just some things about this car that we like, and it isn't really worth nothing, so we're just going to keep it and run it.
Good friend of your family's, Jim Bickerstaff, recently passed away. This has got to be a special win.
Yeah, it is. I went to his funeral and stuff, and there were some other people there. And as I'm getting through the line, his daughter said the last couple years he really enjoyed coming to the races with us. So that was pretty neat. We're gonna miss him.
And he drove for your dad at one time, right?
Yeah, he did. They drove. They had a car. I think they won a championship at Sharon. Maybe the last year it was Blacktop. And then they went to Florida and did some racing down there in New Smyrna and stuff. So. Pretty good, pretty neat.
Well, congratulations. And you get the $50 bonus tonight from Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Pizza Hut for coming on board this year. I was reading through the on the internet and stuff that they're gonna be here pretty much all year. That's neat. Really appreciate everybody coming out tonight and all the help I got from my family and stuff the last few days. It's been tough. So.
Wayne Tassine, folks, your winner in the Miley RV Sales E-Mods. And off we go. The green is away big. Here's stock rookie Mark Perry, the 17 from the pole with Mark Jaworski's 46 to his outside. 20 Mitch Waddellette. Down the back straightaway. Oh, there's a scramble into 3. Perry the 17, Jaworski the 46. Jaworski will lead lap 1. Perry, look out! Woo! He got Nick Kachuba all out of shape. Nick can't go left, he can't go right. Whichever way he goes, Mark Perry's there. I don't know how they didn't wreck. They sure tried. Jaworski leads, Waddle at second. Jason Fosnaught and Bobby Schwartzmiller are side by side for third. Then it's Bill Robertson and Jake the Snake Simmons. Bobby Betts in the 81. Boy, Bill Robertson down on the low side. He was, Schwartzmiller pushes up across. Everyone misses. This time it's Simmons that gets bottled up in the 68X. Bill Robertson was so fast in his heat, and man, he looks like he's just as quick here in the features. He comes off the inside of that fourth turn, already to second. Started 11th. Mitch Waddellett has got the lead in the 20 car. 4 laps are down. Jaworski in the 46 off the wall in turn 2, and he hit it hard. He knocks the right rear right off the car. Caution out for the 46 car of Mark Jaworski. Right rear is gone. Bouncing toward the inside of the racetrack over there in the second turn. Green is out. Waddellett in front. Bill Robertson's been the man on the move. Started 11th, second in the 1B. Jason Fosnaught and Jake the Snake Simmons were rattled behind him. Schwartzmiller is 5th in the 28. Robertson going the shortest way around the racetrack, right on the inside. Waddellett running the outside of the 20. Robertson's got the lead, but Waddlett's got the momentum on the outside, trying to get it back on the back chute. Off at 4. Jake the Snake Simmons now putting the pressure on Waddellett. Fosnaught 4, then spinning is the 69X of Joe Anthony. Caution out for the 69X of Joe Anthony. Green is back out. Robertson still leads. Jake the Snake moves to second, sets his sights on Wild Bill. Halfway. Waddle at third. Robert Betts up to 4th. Nick Kachuba's had a nice run. Remember, he got boxed in. We got a spinner. It's Adam Kostelnik in the 50. Joey Anthony straightens him out. We may be still racing. Come on, Adam. Yes, off we go. Green is still out. Green is still out. You remember, as I said earlier, Kachuba got boxed in behind the Mark Perry 17 earlier in this race. Now Nick brings the number 10 up into 4th. Whoa! He and Robert Betts get together, and here comes Jason Fosnaught in the J19. Bobby Schwartzmiller, who pitted under the last caution, also trying to march back to the front of the 28. 6 to go. Schwartzmiller really moving on the low side. Jake Simmons shadows the 1B of Bill Robertson as they come into turn 4 with 5 laps to go. Nikachuba fourth, Fosnot fifth, then Schwartzmiller and Betts. The distance stays about the same between first and second. They have left the others behind. Good race for fifth, sixth, and seventh. Jason Fosnot, Bobby Schwartzmiller, and Robert Betts. 2 to go. It's Bill Robertson in front of Jake Simmons. Bill won 3 times here last year, and Jake won 7. They were both near the front in the point standings. Joe Anthony is the defending champ of the 69. We've got a lap to go. Robertson's lead has grown a few car lengths. Simmons second, Waddle third. Nikachuba, contact. Jason Fosnot does a great job saving that race car. He and Robert Betts, boy, Fosnot was pointed at the outside wall. Somehow he kept it off the wall and still battling for that spot. Your win will be Bill Robertson in the 1B. Jake Simmons second. Mitch Waddle at third. Nikachuba fourth. Robert Betts will get fifth. Hey, new car. Tell us about it.
It's the old chassis from last year. I just reskinned it, newer style body.
Is that right? Nothing new underneath?
Nope.
Well, it almost like this small body.
I moved a few things around in the car, moved the weight around a little bit. It's really working well right now.
Well, you were. I mean, it was straight coming off from the bottom, and that's hard to do in this class.
Yeah, I was sort of surprised. Last year I was experimenting with some things, and I had it going off the bottom pretty good last year, and it's still working. So,
people you want to thank?
Man, there's a whole lot of them. First, I really got to thank my father and my wife. Really put up with a lot of crap from me. We're going to really especially thank Bill Truby. He really helped me a lot over the winter. My buddy Doug, I work with, and all my crew, Josh, Jim, Nate, Mike, all the guys, all my fans in Turn 4. And Pizza, I'd like to thank Pizza for jumping on board this year. That was really nice. I don't have any sponsors on the car yet. Danny didn't make the decals yet. So I'm waiting on that. But I'd really like to thank Washington's Landing Marina, NJ and Associates, Mad Custom Exhaust, Schwartzmiller Ground Maintenance, Imperial Tire and Automotive, and Donnie Dyer. I'm probably forgetting somebody, though. But thanks, guys.
Good way to start the year. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dow.
Bill Robertson, your winner in the Pure Stocks. Tony White in front in the 76. J.J. O'Patchen in the 51 second. Dan Duccio in the 10. Eric Goldberg gets sideways. Robbie Torrens in the 22. Nowhere to go. One of the Hutchko brothers. Looks like the 60 of Brian involved as well. The lap is complete. 11 laps to go. And we're back in business. Tony White had the lead, and J.J. O'Patchen in the 51 is trying to take the lead. Dushield in the 10 is fourth. As Kurt Bish in the 00 moves to third. Aaron Ferguson in the 54. Patching gets out of shape in the 51, and Kurt Bish moves to second. Tony White is your leader. Kurt Bish second. Robbie Torrens back onto the racetrack in car 22. He is 2 laps down. Excuse me, he's 1 lap down. 1 lap down. So if a caution comes out, he'll be back on the lead lap. Tony White in front, Kurt Bish second. And Darren Ferguson, the Ducks Unlimited, 54 moves to third. Dan Dushield, just 17 years of age in the 10 car, first time here. He's moving forward tonight. He's having a good night thus far. Brian Hutchko in the 60 is running 5th. With some cosmetic damage on the front end. J.J. Opatchin and Michael Hutchko are next. Then Robbie Torrens also with damage on the 22. Kurt Bish trying to close the gap on race leader Tony White. Halfway, 6 laps to go. My mistake, the race has been cut to 8 laps in total. So this is the final lap. Off of 4, checkered flag. Tony White trying for his 2nd career win. He'll win it by half a car length over Kurt Bish. Have a nice hand, folks, for Tony White, your winner in the old Allegheny Shop Amateur Stocks. You only got to win by an inch. You won by a few more than that, but congratulations.
Yeah, I'll take them any way I can get them. You know, inch straight away, it doesn't matter to me. I'll take them.
When you're out in front like that, is it hard because you're not sure who's coming behind you and where they're coming behind you?
Yeah, but I mean, it seemed to me like tonight, especially early on in the year, you know, you're not used to where you want to run and everything. So I think I was a little inconsistent with where I was running, but, you know.
It worked out.
It worked out. I'll take it.
People you want to thank?
First, I got to thank my mom and dad. You know, they've helped me out a lot this winter. We did a lot of work this winter to get this car ready. You know, my sponsors, Bill's Hauling and Backhoe Service, Dave Wade Auto Service, West Mifflin Collision. And I want to send out my condolences to the Hutchko family for their loss this week. You know, that's really tough for them. It's good to see they still made the trip out, you know, and good way to honor their father before the race and everything.
Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Tony White, your winner, folks, in the old Allegheny Shop Amateur Stocks, and we thank you for coming out. The season is underway, and don't forget, we'll be back here next Saturday and every Saturday night. 5 o'clock gates open, racing at 7. Be careful going home. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Saturday.